Okay, y'all, this is a little greenhouse update and garden update. I have eaten a little bit from the green beans. Ray has not tried it yet, but it tastes so delicious. I tried this mix and I just cut like right into here. They did bounce up, and honestly, I've been seeing these little things here. I don't know if this is like sprouting something weird or whatever, but we gotta eat this because it's about time. I am watering right here my cucamelon, dill, and chives. The cucamelons are getting a bit massive and they're kind of wrapping around with each other. I'm also watering the tomatoes. They're also growing as well. Look how big they're getting. Let me put it to the side so you can see how they are growing. But when I put them in here, they were like maybe like up to there, up to the edge of the cup. My spearmint one is growing, but I don't fear because I know that plant can be very invasive. My parsley was curling, so I watered it today so it doesn't go bad. And you know, I moved 3 strawberries outside and left one inside just as an experiment. This one is flowering and looks very healthy. It has a bunch of flowers, 3 flowers, and a bunch of buds already, as you can tell. Let's see. Cucumber hocus. I thought cucumber hocus was not gonna do very well, but it seemed to survive the transplant shock and is growing very nicely as well. It's growing new leaves. And mind you, I separated these 4 plants when they only had one true leaf. Then, oh, right here, this was where the strawberries came from. I think Amazon. I bought the plants, the starts of the strawberries, and I'm reusing this to I sow a couple of sunflowers and a little bit of soil there. I don't know if they're gonna germinate. I was just very curious if it's gonna work. I didn't have anything else to no more containers, no more fancy ones like these. So that's what I did. And like every other dog, when you're talking, they start whining. So that's what Oreo's doing. So this is it's a tray of okra, and so far I got 4 that are growing. And I know okra is better to plant in the ground, but I was kind of getting antsy and I wanted to see if it grows well as a start. And that's okra. This is another tray of a bunch of peppers, and only 2 have sprouted. Let me show you real quick. This is habanero hot blend, jewel amethyst, that's eggplant, and habanero. This is 2 different stuff. Habaneros capsicum. I don't know how to spell that. Pronounce that. Capsicum. And then habanero orange. So it's 2 different of habaneros and eggplant and like a salsa blend. And then here I believe these are peppers, and maybe tomatoes. I think this is a pepper tomato batch, and there's some cells that never came up, like this one. I need to put something in it, but I'm kind of scared of putting something that needs germination without a humidity dome, since they're already like getting tall. I'm gonna probably wait until I can repot these and put something in it. These are also on a bigger, like wider cells, so they can, I think they can stay longer here. They're doing good so far. So as soon as I see them like getting weird and not so very cute, then I can repot them. This is another experiment of mine. This is radish, and this is radish French breakfast. And I wanted to experiment with it to see if it grows in these cells. I've seen people do it. I'm not sure if they're doing it like in the exact size that I am doing it. This is a 36 cell, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is, and math is not mathing. I'll put it in the screen. But they're growing. Radish is fast grower, so I'm not surprised. I'm very happy that they're germinating. Took the humidity dome out because it was a lot of them. Okay, here, throughout my whole time, I am a Bustelo drinker, girl. Yeah, that's my coffee. And they come in these nice pots, and usually I get the very deep one or this one. Usually they come in this little shallow one and a taller one. I get both, but sometimes we know, we're getting a lot of stuff, so we get the smaller one. This one is this one. And I just put a little bit of potting, so I didn't even do holes on the bottom. And I've just been trying to not overwater it, but these are marigold. And they are growing. I just water them as well. Top water, because this container doesn't have a hole. I push a little bit the flower, the succulent that I have down there, because I heard that you're not supposed to put it right in direct sunlight. So I took it away of sunlight. All right, back there, all of these are marigold, and probably either zinnias or pinks. I think they're pinks. These right here, they're flowers. But the zinnias are doing so well. Look at them. They're looking very, the marigold, these marigolds, they're looking very cute. And I think I planted something else in these cells. What is it? I planted a giant sunflower. I planted 5 sunflowers just to see how it goes, y'all. This is all an experiment. I'm trying to see what grows, what doesn't, and and then this is the last batch, which is the most disappointed tray. Was the one that I was most excited about, which was eggplant. But they're growing. What I thought was not growing was the amethyst. That's why I replanted the whole package. They only gave me like 12 seeds. And I think it's this row and the one on the top. And so far, only 4 came up. I don't think no more was going to come up. But then we have the long one, the big eggplant. And then these are probably flowers. Zinnias, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, y'all, I think that's all so far. Hold on, I think I'm missing something. Okay, forget about this. This is not germinated, but this is a turnip purple top, and this is also an experiment as well as the radish. I want to see if it grows in these cells. I don't know how big a turnip is. This is my first time growing it, so I just threw it there. Let's see how it goes. And lastly, this is the last batch. I forgot about it. This is my basil. It's growing very nicely. This is also the think they're 36 cells. And it smells, oh my gosh. I just did like a little rub and all the scent came out. But they're growing very nicely. I had a little scare yesterday. It was too dry and they started curling. So, but they're all good now. Today, they need repotted like now. Like you can tell how high they are. So, yeah. All right. They look so good. So beautiful. And lastly, y'all, the thing that I'm most excited about, which is micro dwarf tomatoes that I got recently. I got these. First one is Red Robin tomato, and is our heirloom from Harley Seeds. And then the other one is a orange hat, and I don't know from what brand. It doesn't say, but I got those two to try. I also got the Teeny Tim or Tiny Tim. This is not a micro dwarf, but it is oh wait, it is? Okay, it is. It just doesn't say micro dwarf. It only reaches 12 inches in height, which that can be considered a micro dwarf, right? And then the marigolds that I'm growing are not French marigolds. In every video that I've been watching, they're saying that the marigold that actually deters pests and helps with root bound, whatever, or I don't even know, some sort of disease that the tomato has, is the French one. So I got the French marigold, and I didn't know how many these were. If I knew, yeah, I would not have ordered that many, but oh well. They're there for the future, I guess. Then next thing that I got, all this is from Amazon. All this is from Amazon. All this stuff is from Menards. I picked it up at Menards. But this is a 4-foot bamboo stake that I got for peppers and eggplants. And then I got chicken and poo, which is an all-purpose plant food. And I don't know, the people that I'm talking, like that I'm viewing, they're recommending to fertilize organically with this, or just chicken granular, which is what this is, and compost. And and of course, like when you're growing the seeds is different, but this I'm going to try to use as potting soil for my plants. I need to make a mixture. I went with this brand, Premium Mushroom Compost with Organic Matter. Y'all, I looked through so many soils, and I was looking through cow manure. I was looking through mushroom, which is the one that I took the route with, and I was looking something without peat moss, because in the past I've tried peat moss, and it doesn't absorb the water very well at the beginning, and it's kind of like a pain in the butt. So I was trying to avoid it. I think this brand actually has peat moss, but in a small quantity. I haven't opened it, so I don't know how it looks. I hope that it doesn't have that much. Anyway, I'm going to mix this with Coco Coir, vermiculite, and perlite for my container mixture, or container potting soil. I got these to try them. They say they're good they're plantable around fiber pots. Apparently they're good for tomatoes and peppers, and these are biodegradable, so you can just grow them in here and then put the whole pot in the ground, and it will just, I don't know, just dissolve in your ground, and it won't do any harm. I got those for, not for tomatoes and peppers. Well, maybe I can use it for that, but not for that. I got it for cucumber and melons. Yeah, I want to try to see how that works. If they like it, if they don't like it, I'm a new-ish gardener. Well, new to growing in the ground, so I gotta be, just be mindful of what I get and experiment with things that work and don't work for me. And then I'm growing tomatoes and a lot of vining things. So these I got from Amazon. These are the plant clips. They're called Kinglage Plant Healthier. I guess it's just like the clips that you put around the plant, and a string or a pole, if it's like a bamboo pole, if there's enough space. And lastly, as you can tell, I've been saving the Bustelos because I think these are 1 gallon and maybe like 2 or 3 gallons. This could be literally a potting container. So, and then I got galvanized poultry needle netting. This is basically chicken wire, y'all. And the reason why I got it was because I have an area where I want to put my okra that is not fenced. And I want to make sure that Oreo and Luna don't get to it. They love the freaking smell of compost. In my garden, last year I tried compost and manure. So it smells I guess it smells like poop to them a lot. It doesn't smell like poop to me. I don't see any odor, but yeah, it's very strong and smelly for them. And then, hold on. I have some 1 gallon nursery pots coming. And my plan is to use this around them. And I'm going to put my micro dwarf tomatoes. So I got this at Menards. These are called who? Yeah, I don't know if I will remember. Yeah, it just says metal clamps, but I think they're like installation clamps, something clamp. Next thing I got were these S clamps. And these are heavy duty S clamps. I think they're also listed as long on Amazon. And see the vision, y'all. I want to put this on the fence. So my fence is shallow. It's not very thick. And I think these will go over it and clamp into this round clamp. And then the pot will be in the middle. So I can hang this in the fence. And it's not my idea. Well, the clamp was my idea, but I saw this on a channel. And it's also on the book that I got, The Compact Garden. But Marv, I think he uses like wood, and he actually attaches it to the wood. I don't have that luxury since I'm renting, so this will work just fine. Lastly, there's 2 more things, but they're outside. This is one, which is something that you use on the top of a T-post to just make force and dig the T-post into the ground. We got 5 T-posts. And we also got 4 mason's ladders to make an arch for melon, pumpkin, and cucumbers, I think. I don't have the exact seeds that I want to grow, but I saw that and I want to try it. And I still don't know the layout of how that's gonna go. I've never grown melons or pumpkin, and I don't know if I'm gonna overcrowd my little space, but who knows? Y'all, I mean, you can't knock it off until you try it. So I'm excited, terrified as well. I'm waiting for the right timing to plant in the ground. I still haven't planted anything besides beans, and I planted bush beans and I planted sugar snap peas, and they are sprouting. So that's great. All right, that was the little update, y'all. I hope you enjoy and you get any ideas, or just tell me. I don't know. Oh, I forgot. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got this organic nature food fertilizer. I got it for indoor feeding and maybe for container feeding. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I heard that this is actually pretty good. I thought it was better for just basically like indoor feeding, but I'm not sure how bad it smells. I know some fertilizers can smell pretty bad. And then I got neem oil because I've heard that this is a good thing to spray in your plants if you get pests. And last year I did get pests on beans and sugar snap peas, and I don't want to deal with that. So I hope that this works. Yeah. As soon as I get delivered, one more order were my coco coir and what else on the vermicula and the perlite gets here. I will be ready to make the soil, start prepping, start planting. And oh my gosh, I'm excited. All right, I'll let you go because I'll keep rambling. Bye.